Somebody messed with my stuff.
Yeah.
There we go.
What the hell's going on out here? Rick's scared because his eyelids are jammed in his old man's head. We need a live rooster to take the curse off those A's 11. Nobody seems to know what to get Millie or Jimmy for their wedding present. Am I right? We're dealing with a lot of shit. Want me to tell you, you look like a penis with a little hat on? You're out of here! Oh, no, right now, Jimmy, I heard that. Misunderstood that.
Why? What do you mean, why? We're in the championship, aren't we? Well, that's what you wanted, wasn't it? Now just behave yourselves and act like men.
I'm not much for giving inspirational addresses. The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble. Just went out and shot themselves.
You play ball like a girl!
I think you're a loser. I'm a bum.
Welcome to the weekly edition of the Bleacher Bums. I am one half of your co-host team, Jimbo. Welcome in, my man, Jono.
I'm the other bum.
I got nothing.
What do you mean you
I
got
can't hear a thing through my headphones.
Can't you hear a thing?
I don't know. Barely. That's better.
I didn't touch anything.
He just threw down his...
Hello? 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 Is it turned again this way? Hello? 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 There it is. I just don't understand why people mess around with that stuff. Well, welcome to this week's edition of the Bleacher Bums.
Well, wait a minute here.
We're just
gotta
going to
get
start
this
over?
thing
All right, thank you.
Jesus
God.
Christ. Great Jimmy Christmas.
I think you're a loser. I'm a bum.
Hello and welcome to the Bleacher Bums. I'm one half of your co-host team, Jimbo. And let me welcome in my main man, Jono.
I'm the other bum here.
Yeah, welcome to all the bums, and happy to have you here as we take a look at what's going on around the wonderful world of baseball, take a look at some of the hot matchups that are coming up this weekend that might influence some of our standings, and we got a couple updates on a couple things we talked about on our weekend recap this Monday. But before we do that, make sure you check us out at bleacherbumspodcast.com. You can hear some of our past episodes and learn a little bit more about the bums, and see if you fit into our agenda and our schedule of tomfoolery around here, of course. And make sure you're following us on Twitter at Bums Podcast. That's been a great way for us to communicate with you guys. We're creeping in on 1,200 followers there, John.
1,200 followers. You can't go wrong with 1,200.
Well, 12,000. We're shooting for 12,000, see? See how that goes,
12,000,
see?
and once we hit 12,000, everybody gets a jersey.
Everybody gets a jersey at 12,000, see? So Facebook, of course, another great way to stay in tune with what we're doing, facebook.com/BleacherBumsPodcast. And, of course, we love the emails, and we're going to get to a couple of those. We put out a request for our man Jono, who's going through a devastating time in his life and his fantasy base.
Devastated.
Well, it affects the family. Come on now.
It
Info
affects the family.
at bleacherbumspodcast.com. Of course, the best way to keep up with the show is to subscribe. It's the easiest way to always get the episodes as we put them out. Just go to iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Podbean, or any major podcast outlet. Click the subscribe button and make this guy feel better and leave him a 5-star rating.
Yeah, leave me a 5-star rating.
Four's
good.
Four's
I can
okay.
live.
We'll go with 5, all right? Shane?
5 is great.
All right. Proud to be part of the Lineup Media Group. It's a great amount of entertainment value for your time. Your time is valuable. Make sure you check out lineupmediagroup.com, and you can take a look at all the different types of shows and see if they have something in there that kind of tickles your funny bone. Sharing the show with your friends has been the way that I know that this thing has grown, and we've gotten so many people involved in discussions.
It's green, man.
Yeah, man.
It's green. It's organic. It's
organic.
spreading.
I know.
It's
Isn't that
spreading
something?
amongst all of us.
That's right. Whether it be email, Twitter, Facebook, or just word of mouth, you guys are out there sharing the show.
You know
We're
what it's
learning.
like? You know
What's
what
it
it's like, Jim?
What's it like?
It's like when you're in the bleacher section and you get a beer and you pass it down 6, 7
Everybody
people
takes
down.
a drink? Is that how?
No, you pass
just
down
pass
the
it.
beer.
Take
Everyone's-
one down and pass it around?
Everyone's seeing that beautiful glass of beer being
I
passed
see what you're
down.
saying.
That's what it's all about.
All right. Well, beers are expensive. We need you guys to go to the bleacherbumspodcast.com website, find that Amazon banner, click on it, buy whatever it is you're buying this week.
Mm-hmm.
We get a little referral for that. Doesn't cost them a thing. What do you
You
think
know
of
what
that?
I bought?
What'd you buy?
I bought something like that George Foreman grill. It's not the George Foreman grill
Well,
anymore.
you look like that's what you're using. I mean,
Well, I'm
you're
going to bring that
wealthy.
in. I'm going to bring that
your,
into the
your clothes are
office
falling off
now.
you, for Christ's
I'm going to
sakes.
be eating just the hamburgers, and
Straight
you're welcome
meat.
to it. You're welcome to it.
You're like a carnivorous, like a caveman.
I'm like a guy
caveman.
that brings down a whole zebra. I'm like that
I'm
lion.
going to start calling you a hyena.
Hyena. That means I'm with a pack, though. I need a pack.
All right, you're
for
a
that.
solo hyena.
I saw hyenas aren't heard
No.
of, man.
Unheard of. All right,
You
they
need a
travel in
lion. You
packs?
need a big lion.
Ooh, maybe that's what you are, a lion.
I'm a lion, I tell you.
Well, speaking of lions, let's talk about
Detroit?
no, let's talk about a little poll we put out on Monday. We were curious what our listeners would think. We know what you think. I don't. Nobody. Everybody's.
Want
but
to
we were
refresh the
curious.
new people?
I will. We were very curious with the whole Ichiro Suzuki thing going on. And by the way, great player. Nobody is denying what a great player. But there is a faction. Is that right? Is that the term? A faction or a...
I think a minority is saying this. I don't think it's the majority. Majority people are like, it's fun, it's cute, but you know what? You did get half of that in Japan, okay?
No, it's not half, but okay. I
All
get
right.
what you're going. The guy's got about 1,200 hits in Japan,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
All right,
so
yeah.
really roughly, if at 200 hits a season, that's 6 more seasons. That's a lot. So basically what's going on here is there's a faction of people out there that are saying, hey, this guy's got more hits now than Pete Rose. And there's a few people over here, including the main
Very
man
little,
to my
very
right,
little,
that are saying, not so fast, okay, pal? You picked up 1,200 of those. Pete Rose himself comes right out and says, hey, look, fine player. I don't know that you can compare the two leagues.
And then he said...
And then he said, are they going to start counting his hits from high school? I
That's
mean, what's
beautiful.
going on
Yeah,
here?
he's
I don't know,
right.
it's
He's
good.
right about
He is
all
right. So
that.
we put a little poll out there to see where the rest of our bums stood. And you guys are in agreement.
Can I get
go
a
ahead.
drum roll?
Was that a drum roll? That sounded more like the machine gun on a copper.
That was my closest to a drum roll you
All
got.
right. Well, we're going to have to work on some sound stuff around here. Brian, get on that. Stone, let's go. We need some sound work
Stone.
on
We
the
need
board.
Stone to get...
We
yeah.
need some board work
Look
here.
at Stone. He's jumping up and down. He
is,
can't
he's
wait.
doing it. He can't wait. But, the old...
Can Stone
would
just
you-
yell something? People don't even think that there's a
Just
person
yell,
in here
Stone.
named Stone.
Yell. Hello, he says.
He
That's
said
it. That's
hello,
his
okay.
yell.
Oh, that's okay. Well,
That's
take it-
about what we're going to get out
take
of
it
here. I
easy,
think.
Stone.
Take it easy. Calm down over there.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to let you guess. Okay?
I'm gonna guess.
We had a lot of votes on this, so a lot of people were interested. A lot of votes.
Uh-huh.
What do you think the percentages were in each way?
I'm gonna say the ones that agreed that he tied Pete or passed Pete. Did he pass Pete yet, or what?
Well, he
was the-
did, but the
Okay, all
question
right.
was, when he does, will you recognize him as the all-time hit
Okay,
king?
I'm
How
gonna
many-
say
what percentage
who
said yes?
recognized him. Okay, I'm gonna say 28%.
You saw it.
I swear to God, on my mother's grave, I never seen that.
It was 72% no, 28%
I
yes.
swear. Why would I put it on my mom's grave? On that, I swear
Right,
to you, that
right,
was that was unbelievable.
It was unbelievable. We're going to take a timeout. What are we going to get for lottery numbers here? What do you got?
I see a 17.
Okay.
I see a 24.
Okay.
I see an 8.
Okay. So that's your pick 3 for tonight, folks. Let's see how
There's no
crazy
pick 3 like that.
There is a pick 3.
It's 6 numbers for the mega, and
All
it's
right, go ahead.
300
Keep going.
million.
Keep going.
All right, I see a 31.
Okay.
How many is that?
That's 4.
All right. So I see a 27,
Okay.
and I see 11.
Okay. Stone, come on over here. John, give him $20. Stone, run out to the Handy Mart and pick us up.
Stone got up.
Let's pick up a ticket and let's see how we do. So, no, that's amazing that you got that. But so here's the thing that I find interesting.
It's going to freak everybody out.
It
if
will
that
freak.
hits.
If that happens, that's it. It's over. Okay, so listen. I got it. It's an over. Okay, so 72% said no. Are you surprised that 28% said, yeah, he's the hit king, bud? That surprise you?
No, 28's kind of low. It's
You did-
less than 30. Three out of 10
that's
people.
That's a quarter of the people.
3 out of 10 people saying that. I'll bank on the 7 that say Pete Rose is not going to be touched.
So
or
here's the real
tarnished.
question. Here's the real question. Do you think those 28% really think he's the hit king, or are those 28% people that are pissed at Pete?
Oh God, that's a damn good question.
I mean,
That's a damn good question.
because here's the deal. Ichiro is an unbelievable player, and you know what? Here's the thing. What if he would have been up at a young age? It would have been something because this guy was a hitter, right?
Right.
And and except for a few things here later, he stayed relatively healthy. He takes good care of himself, right?
He still looks young.
Oh yeah, I mean he could play. So the question is, the sad part is,
What would he need though?
well, hang on. Oh well, here.
How many more years?
Well, I don't know. I mean we need let's do a little Stoner, get on this. Find out what was Ichiro's age when he got over here. So let's figure that out. But here's the thing. So think about this. No matter what time would he? Okay, so look at the perimeter. Would he have started so soon over here? Because you know how it is over here, right?
They work them.
Yeah, they work them
up
in the minors, and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
So he came over here. He was age 27.
Right.
Okay. Would he have came up at age 27 over there? I mean, I don't know.
I don't understand that.
No. I'm sorry. I said it backwards. He came up at the age of 27 here.
Right.
So he's 12. He's got 1,200 and something hits over there. Okay. At 200 hits a season, that's 6 seasons.
Okay.
He would have had to have been up here getting 200 hits a season at the age of what, 20?
That's tough.
That would be tough.
That's tough.
That would be tough.
Especially at 20.
Yes, it would absolutely be tough. Now.
And what years was that,
now
Jim?
Hang on, though.
Would he be facing the Clemens and?
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Okay, let me give this to you. In 2001, okay, his first season here, how many hits do you think he had?
First season here?
First season here, how many hits did he have?
How many at bat?
692.
692. I'm going to say he had a. Well, if I hit this, I'm just leaving the studio. I'm going to say 178.
Try this one on for size. 242 hits.
242 hits.
Yes. So let me let you in a little secret here. So between 2001, okay, and 2010, so for 10 straight seasons, what do you think his lowest hit total was in one season? 10 straight seasons. What do you think his lowest hit total was? Give me a number.
I'm going to say the way you're making this out to be, I'm going to say 182.
208. 206.
206.
It was his lowest. This guy had seasons of 242, 262, 224, 238, 225. So the reality of it is he may have really challenged this record if he was over here. He was that talented. But again, here's the thing, and this is what the romantic part of baseball is. What would some of these great players of yesteryear have done had they not given their 4 best years of their lives to World War II? I mean, there's, you talk about the color barrier and some of the guys,
right.
They didn't get to play against some of the best players in the world because they were black.
Great point.
What about the black players that didn't get a chance to play? So there's, people always say that about Babe Ruth.
Even DiMaggio went over there and so forth. Ted
Williams. I mean, these guys.
These guys were part of that.
Hank Bauer.
And God bless them.
All right, so here's the thing. You got to just accept it for what it is and say, you know what? At the end of the day, what Pete Rose did do was he did it, right?
Yeah, he did it.
He did it. So,
he did it. Yeah.
I
don't need any what ifs or he broke the record in Yugoslavia and then went to Japan.
But an unbelievable. Those numbers for Ichiro are borderline insanity. That's crazy to be that good for 10 years.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about and. He was so unorthodox, and he still is, the way he bats. I mean, he slaps it like going the opposite way. You can never shift on this guy.
Well, I'm telling you, I told you this like a week or two ago. I don't remember, but you laughed at me. I'm telling you.
I never laughed at you.
Yes,
There's one thing I laughed at you about your trade. You want me to tell people about that trade?
We'll talk about it. Yeah. I'm happy to admit I messed up. I think I'll be okay in the end, but the reality is this guy, his teammates, A-Rod, Edgar Martinez, all these guys always said, if he would have gotten a home run derby, he would have won. He wouldn't have hit the farthest, but he would have hit the most. They said because at any time in batting practice he wanted to, he'd hit 20, 30 in a row out.
Oh, come on.
I'm telling you what they said.
All
right. So anyway, great stuff. Congratulations to Ichiro. No, I don't feel you're the hit king, but I tell you what, you don't come over here till you're 27 and you've got 3,000 hits in this league. Pretty impressive because I don't know how many more 3,000 hit guys you're going to see. I really don't know. I think that's going to be a really tough number to get to. I think 300 wins is going to be a tough number to get to. I don't know when you're going to see that again. So congratulations to Ichiro. Really, really good stuff.
How many participated in this voting or whatever the hell they did on our site? What, it was a couple thousand?
1,683.
Oh, nice. 1,683.
Yeah, 1,683. So really good stuff. So we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Got another interesting. Got a couple emails in your request.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start lining them up for you.
All right, give it to me, babe.
We've got
Are these questions or
no? These
my fan base?
These are your fan base that want to be a part of Diaspro. Diaspro is his fantasy team. To refresh anybody that missed the episode,
Yeah.
okay, our man John is kind of going through a bit of a divorce. We talked at length.
Yeah, you made it sound really, really weird.
Weird. Okay, well, here's the deal. Okay, divorce is hard. Okay, and who's it hard the most on? It's hard on the children. It's hard on the children. In this instance, the children is your team. It's hard on you right now.
I wish we had a lawyer to
I know, wouldn't
sponsor
that be
this
great?
show.
Yeah.
That we could walk right in.
Kramer versus Kramer. No, but you put we put a little feeler out there to see if any, and of course, you welcome if Hooters girls, strippers, whatever,
Showmies.
exotic dancers. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, they
and guess what?
get offended by that.
Yeah,
they
so-
don't
and
like
I
strippers.
apologized. I appreciate.
I called
them.
one a stripper.
I know.
And they get a little offended.
Listen, I appreciate them and their hard work, and I thank them. Okay, so let's.
thank them.
That's right. I thank them. We've got so far to this point. After going through a few of the emails, I think I've got a few candidates for you, and I've reached out to them, some of the local ones, and I think a couple of them are going to come in here, and they would like on air.
Who are they?
No, I wouldn't do that. I would not do you wrong here.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I don't get to see him.
There's
yet.
a guy, a good guy, great guy, fun. Seems like he's
Right.
really into fantasy. Would be a
Right.
lot of fun. There's a girl
You right?
who I think you would welcome.
Welcome.
That's a is that a nice way of saying she's
Yeah.
very, very attractive?
Yes.
Okay. And there's another one that's another girl. She hasn't sent a picture yet, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I'm working on it. I'm working for you, buddy. I'm working
Can
for
we
you.
put him behind a curtain?
Oh, maybe we could put him behind a curtain. You could ask him questions, and then you could bring him. But see, you're shallow. You're going to want to
I
see
am
her.
shallow.
You're
I
going to
am
want to
right.
see her. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a few episodes, and we're going to bring them in. We're going to put them right here. We're going to get them on camera. You know we're on YouTube now, right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we're going to, and then we're going to let you guys vote on who you like. It's that simple. Now, are you prepared? If they all meet the criteria, are you prepared to let the listeners decide who your partner is going to be?
I say, why not?
Why not, he says.
Because then I'm off the hook. I'm off the hook. Whoever I get, the fans pick them or her. And you know what?
You
If
could
it goes
win.
downhill,
you could wind
It's
up
all your
divorced
fault.
again. Could
It's
wind
all
up
your
divorced
fault.
again. But hey, we're not done. We're still taking resumes. info@bleacherbumspodcast.com. Send us in your resume along with why you think you'd be a
not
good
a
partner.
professional resume.
Right. We want a 50-word essay on why you'd be a really good partner for Diaspora. And if you're a female, maybe your measurements, maybe a picture, maybe an occupation.
It's strictly for if you're a Hooters
Informative
girl
purposes.
and you're just feeling a little bit down that all you're doing is carrying these hot wings. I am wanting you to be a part of this.
That's
if
right.
you've always
That's right.
wanted to do this,
That's right.
why not?
So you guys can all look for that in the near future as I'm putting together a current list of resumes. So something we talked about the other day that we're going to start doing, we're going to start looking at some of these matchups that are coming up over the weekend that may have a rather large impact on the standings that we cover on our weekend recap. I've got a couple for you, pal. I want to get your opinion on that I think are going to make a difference.
Before we get to that, though,
Okay,
Jim,
go ahead.
do you know there's right now 5 Cubs players leading the NL All-Star voting?
Well, I mean,
That's
I
amazing.
think that's to be expected.
They're good. Whose phone is that?
No,
Is that my
that's
phone?
That's my computer. So, you know, I think that's probably to be expected, wouldn't you think? I mean,
5 sounds
look,
right.
it's crazy right now in Chicago. They're obviously the best team in the National League.
Right.
Who are they? Let's see. I'm going to tell you yes or no. If I
Oh,
agree.
well, you got to say Bryant. Bryant belongs there.
Well, yeah. It was with what's the word? No thanks to our expert who predicted Bryant would not have a very good year.
Now, you know what? He's not here to defend himself.
No, but he'll
He's
admit
not
that he
here
said
to-
it. He'll admit that he said it.
Oh, right, but he said that about Arrieta, too, and then he went out and got him.
Right.
So he could be using Jedi mind tricks as
Oh,
we
I
sit
see
here
where you're going
and
with this.
speak, you know?
It's a Star Wars
The
thing.
guy knows his shit.
I know he
telling
does.
you.
I know
knows
he
his
does.
stuff there.
Well, listen, for every one thing he's wrong about, he's right about the other
But
10.
who said he's wrong? He's leading us. He's
Oh, okay.
he's taking us down this
Okay.
path, and then
Okay.
the boulders just fall on us.
Okay. All right, who's the
Right.
other ones? Who else we got?
Then we got Zobrist.
Kind of hard to argue that.
Then we got Rizzo.
Hard to argue that one.
Fowler.
Um,
Could be argued.
yeah, maybe.
And what do
He
we
slowed down a lot. He started out really well, right?
And Cepedas is out there, and Harper, but
Who's
that's
the other one?
4. It's got to be Arrieta.
Okay, well, sure.
That's number 5, isn't it?
Well, that would be 5, but typically I don't think you see that from a pitcher, so you got to be missing somebody.
I'm not seeing the starters here. I'm seeing Cepeda. I'm seeing Fowler,
Cespedes.
Harper,
Yeah,
Bryant, Russell.
right. Russell.
Yeah, is that the Cubs? That's the Cubs.
Addison okay, there's the one you can argue.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta have a better shortstop than that, and I think there's some out there. So, although Carlos Correa's been rather pedestrian, did you notice that?
Yeah, I have.
But I'd take him. I mean,
But
I
he's
think
Houston.
anybody.
He's American.
How's
League.
Aledmus Diaz not on there from the Cardinals? This guy's hitting about 800. He's got about 20
I guess you
errors,
guys aren't
though.
showing up this year
No, we're not
by the
gonna show up,
fans.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best fans in the
Well,
world.
the best fans in baseball would vote for who really deserves it. I don't know.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
no, they
do.
don't.
Yeah,
if they
do.
ever did
Yeah,
that,
they do.
Ozzie Smith wouldn't have been there every year.
Oh,
It
here
would
we
have
go.
been Dave Concepcion and Barry Larkin.
Couldn't hold Ozzy's jock. Sorry.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm sorry, I'm
Get
not
outta
kidding you.
here. Just
Hey, it's
because
an
my
ex-
guy
listen,
didn't do a
this
Nadia
is a
Comaneci
listen.
flip every time he ran out on the field. Who
This-
cares about that?
This is an
Oh, you're going to get my vote, Ozzy.
This is an exhibition game that they've turned into a meaningful game, which is absolutely ignorant, by the way. But that's a discussion for another day.
I'm kind of looking forward for the home run derby, though. This
I
year's
want the
gonna be the
pitcher's
most
home run derby.
special.
I want the pitcher's home run
No,
derby.
What do you mean the pitchers?
I want the pitchers doing it. I don't care about the
Oh,
home
you're
run.
insane.
What's so
Is
special?
he insane there, folks?
What's
I
so
mean,
special about
well,
this year's home
I
run
would
derby?
love to see a pitcher take on regular players.
I would too. Let's
You're
do it.
saying the pitchers taking on pitchers in a home
No,
run
I want the
derby?
pitchers in it.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the
No,
pitchers.
I want the pitchers in it.
Okay, yeah. I'm.
Because
What the
it's
hell's wrong
become
with
boring.
that? What
It's
the hell's
become
wrong with
boring.
it?
It's become boring.
It's not boring though. It's really not boring.
Okay,
but
who-
I'd love to see a
okay.
pitcher in it.
Yeah. Okay. So who's going to be in this home run derby this year that you're excited to see? Who?
Well, let me see.
Let me see. Who?
Let me see. I think Bryant would be a great.
Player hits ball, ball goes over fence, crowd goes ooh. How many times are we going to do that?
I think in baseball it's a little different than dunking a basketball in
Okay. All right.
in the hoop there.
All right.
I,
Well,
I think the dunk contest ought to be moved to 12 feet, and let's see him really jump. We've really exploited 10 feet. Why can't it be 12 feet? I've been saying that all along. No one
Okay.
listens to me in the office.
All right. Well,
But in baseball, I like it. I like it, I tell you. I like seeing home runs.
all right. Like I said,
Whew.
man throws ball, man hits ball, ball goes over fence, man goes ooh.
Fan pays man to hit ball over fence,
I
so
hear you.
fan gets ball
It's
and
just
D
we
comes
need it.
happy.
We need more. So that's why I want the pitchers in.
Man
It's
says
different.
happy.
It's different. Get the if Madison Baumgartner, if Adam Wainwright, if these guys want to do this,
And what's Adam Wainwright even thinking
because
about
this
here?
guy's
Are you
hitting bombs in
kidding me?
BP too.
Get out of here.
Kershaw
No one
hits him.
talks
Noah
about
Syndergaard,
him.
get
No
him
one-
in there.
Yeah, we've seen these clowns.
I'm
back.
ready. Get him in there. All right, let's take a look at some of these matches. I got some intriguing matchups. I want your thoughts on. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go in order because I'm going to save what I think are the biggest ones for last. But this one will not impact first place seeding. But we talked a little bit last week about these Pittsburgh Pirates. They go into
suck.
Chicago. Really?
They
You went
suck.
from
They suck. They're horrible.
Wow.
They're horrible. They can't get anything going. This ain't the same Pirate team last year, folks. They need some change. Something's wrong with that machine right now, and I see this thing falling back and back. I'm not satisfied.
well, they go
anymore.
into Chicago this weekend.
They're gonna get their asses kicked.
They're going to be below 500 after they leave. I think.
They're gonna get their asses handed
Okay.
to them.
All right.
I'm tired of everyone saying, "Oh, Pittsburgh, you are nothing."
Okay, so
That's
let me
all.
let
That's
me
all.
give you a couple more that I think have it's
Tired of
we're going to
it.
learn a
Oh,
lot.
Pittsburgh.
We're going to learn a lot. Let's go to the American League Central.
Aha.
We got a bunch of teams close to 500. We got Detroit at Kansas City. Now, Detroit has made their way above 500, right?
Right.
Cleveland sits atop at 35-30, holding off Kansas City. What do you think?
You know what? I don't like Detroit's middle pitching. I think that's what cost them a lot. I'm not sold on what is it, Robertson as their closer
K-Rod? Yeah,
on Detroit, right?
Rodriguez.
Okay, yeah.
K-Rod.
I'm not sold on him. He's having a great year so far, but I was I don't know. I just
Well, because here's the interesting thing. The other team I have, and this is why I asked you, The White
Yeah.
Sox are at Cleveland.
Yeah, but they don't they don't remind me of a good pitching squad. They got Sale and everything drops off.
I understand that, but think about this weekend. We have White Sox at Cleveland. We have Detroit at Kansas City. We have Cleveland in first place at 35-30, and the White Sox in fourth place at 33-33. This whole division could look different by Monday.
Right.
Somebody has an opportunity this weekend, and I think it's going to be Kansas City.
Do you know I meant the White Sox with Robinson or Robertson? He's their closer.
Yeah. Well, K-Rod, I
know
knew where you were
went.
going.
Yeah,
I got
you went with Detroit.
But my point is I'm gonna go with KC after this is all over with. Who you got?
You know what? They're playing 500 right now. Last 10 games, they're up and down. They're showing mediocrity, but I love them at home. They got
Right.
But what are they? The best home record in baseball?
I mean,
22-7. 22-7 at home, guys. When these guys are at home, they're dangerous, and that plays a big role.
And for the White Sox, the alarm here is Chris Sale's been average lately.
I don't think he's average.
Well,
I don't think he's
okay,
average.
because he was so good, 2-3 runs a game for him makes him
Vulnerable.
because they're not doing much. So
Right.
I think that's an interesting one. So
I think Frazier has really settled down. He started off really hot, but you know what? Frazier, Abreu, these guys are the guys that can pick it up any minute, any day.
it's going to come in bunches.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Right.
I'm not worried about them too much, but I like KC at home. What do they got over the weekend here? Are they playing at home or are they on the road? How's
Yeah,
that?
KC's at home. We got Detroit at Kansas City. We got the White Sox at
Something
Cleveland.
about these guys. They just play well in Kansas City, man.
Yep. So I've got them after this weekend. They've brought themselves back into a tie with Cleveland. Okay, I think the White Sox are going to give Cleveland all they can handle. I think KC at least wins 2 out of 3, if not sweeps Detroit. That's going to be my call on this one. So
Who do you think's won more game at home? The Cubs or what's his name? We just mentioned
KC.
KC.
Well, let's go with.
Who's got a better record? Actually?
Well, the Cubs have a better record, but you're going to ask me who has the best home record between the two.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say the Cubs.
Well, there's no right answer here because one's 22-7, Kansas City, and the other's 22-8.
Well, then technically, they're
Yeah.
better. But okay, so either way, they're both really good at
It's really
home.
shocking, though, isn't it,
Right.
that you're seeing
Sure.
a Kansas City team that's
Sure.
not the same caliber as a Cubs team,
Sure.
but they know how to turn it up at home.
Okay, so let me give you another one, and this takes us over to your favorite division, the American League East.
Oh, that's a
You ready for
romantic
this?
Division.
All of a sudden,
Sexy fucking team.
we got
Oh,
3
yeah.
teams.
Sorry, Cubs.
We got 3 teams with 37 wins. Baltimore, Boston, Toronto all have 37 wins.
Unbelievable
Okay.
division.
So here we go. You ready? Toronto is at Baltimore this weekend. This is a series.
You think so?
Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Who do you got? I'll bet you on this.
Well, I'm going to take Toronto.
Oh, I got Baltimore. I'm all over
okay. Here's our
Baltimore
series.
here.
Okay, here's our series.
Here's
then.
our series.
All right, I didn't get my lunch.
Oh, double or nothing.
But if you keep doubling or nothing,
Oh,
I don't
get
get my
out of here. I always
sandwich.
pay my debts. I forgot. You should remind me. I'll take you to lunch.
All right, I'll go double or nothing.
All right.
But the deal is, if I win at double or nothing, I get 2 lunches next week.
Done deal.
Okay, I want my lunches. It's like when you get paid by the bookie, you get to a
Don't
certain
worry
amount,
about it.
you want
no
your
one
lunches.
plays the bookie. We bet through Vegas.
All right, whatever.
Bookie
These
says.
people aren't stupid.
There's no such thing.
All
as
right, so you
bookies.
got that down, Stone?
Entertainment
Write it down.
purposes only.
Jimbo is going to take Toronto. Jono is going to take Baltimore.
You're right.
All right, so I've got Toronto coming out of that thing. So, and that for me is where I think they take over. I think it'll be time for Toronto to take off. I
What's
think
wrong
Marcus
with my
Stroman.
Yankees? Why can't they beat Colorado? For
I don't.
sake.
I've got to be honest. I don't understand what your fascination is with the Yankees.
Yankees should be doing a little bit better than what they're doing right now, man.
I don't know what we've seen from them that would lead you to believe they're any better. I don't get it.
Well, I think there's still a little
I don't
jet
get it.
fuel left in that tank.
I don't get it. So
Yeah.
Hey, saw a great video on Facebook.
On
that
me
you're-
working out?
No, on
Oh.
you heading back home to Armenia. I'm excited for you.
Oh, thanks, man.
That's a great thing.
that's
You're a
all
proud
over it.
Armenian.
That's
You
all over
do
it.
another show about your heritage and how much respect you have for fellow Armenians and what
Right.
they do in the
Right.
world. So I'm real excited for you. And
So if we did have a hit guy in baseball from Armenia, I would still say Pete Rose still holds it.
well, that's an easy thing to say. You're not going to have a hit guy from Armenia. You're the best hitter to ever come out of Armenia. I
Oh,
think.
get out of here. There's so many
What do we
baseball
have? Do we have
players.
baseball? Armenian baseball? Who you
Well,
got?
Yeah, you got right now. You got the Angels guy, he's a
Bedrosian?
middle relief guy. Yeah.
So his father was a really was
What was that, Steve?
yeah
Steve
was how good a
Bedrosian
pitcher
of
was he?
Atlanta?
Pretty good pitcher.
Oh, damn good. He was their closer. He had like 30, 40.
Do we have an Armenian Hall of Famer?
You know what? I'm not sure.
Stone,
I'm not
get on
sure.
it.
Stone, get on it.
Typing feverishly.
No, I don't think we do.
Who's the most famous Armenian?
A lot of famous Armenians. I'm not just going to say one Armenian. What are we, artisans or something? Crossing the street like beer commercial?
Like who's the most famous?
I don't know. You caught me off guard here. Well, I don't know what the hell you're talking
Ooh, I've
about.
got here. I'm going to give you something here. You ready for this? Stone,
Yeah.
Stone just handed me this. You ready?
Stone, thank
Top 10 famous sports figures in Armenia from Armenia.
you. Uh-huh.
Armen Katayan. Forgot about him, right? Sports guy.
Uh-huh.
Steve Sarkisian, the coach, right? The football
Right.
coach, college football coach, very successful. David Nalbanjan, the
Yeah,
tennis
the soccer
player,
tennis player for
tennis, yeah.
Argentina.
Garo Yepermian, he was a
Yepermian.
kicker in the
Yes,
national
the
football.
Dolphins, yes.
Okay. Tim Kirkchin,
Tim Kirchin, our
reporter for
announcer.
ESPN.
That talks like this, and I don't know why he's doing that because he really sounds like a eunuch.
Yuri Djorkaeff, soccer player, right? World Cup from France.
Right.
Okay. Here's your guy, number 4, Steve Bedrosian. Very successful relief pitcher in baseball history. Won a Cy Young in 1987. Posted a 2.83 ERA and had 40 saves.
There you go.
But, man, hey, there's 3 more popular than him. Let's see. Ara Parsegian. Would that have been the
yeah, Notre Dame,
That's
man.
right. Okay.
Notre Dame.
All right. Okay. Uh-oh. Well, how can we forget this guy?
I didn't forget anyone. I just don't know.
How do we forget this guy?
Who is it?
Jerry Tarkanian and his towel.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Very
Jerry.
successful
Ah,
guy.
you see how we don't have it. And
right.
half Armenian is Andre Agassi.
God, you blew it. I
What?
was going to ask you, who's the number 1 most influential sports figure, and you would have got it.
Ah, there you go.
Andre Agassi. So
Andre
really good stuff.
Agassi.
But I'm real happy for you. And I know you're working. You'd like to have Bedrosian on your other show, and I'd love to hear it. That'd be
that's Zach.
yeah.
That's Zach, the hockey player.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for Winnipeg. And it seems like that's going to happen.
I
too.
would love to hear that, but
Yeah.
but no, good for you. I'm happy for you. So
Thanks, brother.
and for anybody out there, especially our Armenian crowd, or if you have family, friends, whatever, in the Armenian culture, you can track your progress on what?
ArmeniaProud.com. It's a great family show, and it doesn't, we got guests on every week. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, and you don't have to just be Armenian to listen, because basically what I like about your show is you are talking about Armenians and what they do for the community and the world, not just
And
in the local community.
It's
so.
not only that. It's for anyone that wants to go visit Armenia. We give kind of updates on what's happening in Armenia, and it's a fun show. It's a fun show.
Well, I mean, you guys were a big source of news for American Armenians when they had a little bit of some military trouble over there recently, right?
Right.
You were
right,
a real great
right.
news outlet for that. You have a lady on every week that talks about
Two
food.
of them, Mariam and
Yeah.
Ani.
So there's
They're-
all
they're
kinds
great.
of different things you guys can
It's
get on.
it's really good stuff. Speaking of good stuff, my Cincinnati Reds, man, they've been on a roll a little bit. They've been on a
Oh,
roll.
no.
Laugh all you want.
Why?
But
why do
they're
you do this to
26 and
yourself?
41. I think we could get to 30 games before All-Star break.
Okay, I'm gonna do you a little favor here. I'm gonna give you an over and under.
Oh, over and under.
You ready?
I like over and unders.
60 wins this year.
60?
Are they gonna get to 60?
Hell yeah, we'll get to 60. I'll bet you on that one too, smartass.
It may not happen by the
60.
time you trade all your players.
What are you talking
Well, they're-
about?
okay,
They'll be tough
Who'll
enough
still
for
be there?
60.
Who'll still be there?
Well, we got a nice, good player right now, solid Duvall. He keeps hitting the hell out of that ball.
So who'll be gone? Bruce will be gone.
Yeah, we'll still have Votto. Votto will stay with us for the rest of his life. They'll have to bury him at
Will
first
Phillips still
base.
be there?
Phillips will be there. Phillips he's already turned down Washington before the season, so we already talked about that. So he'll be there. Third base, we got Suarez. He's playing really good. He's not going anywhere. They're looking at
He's
him.
played like shit since you gave him to me.
You really?
Yeah, he's played like crap. He's not even playing every day. So bad.
He'll be back.
The one guy you mentioned is the guy that's doing good. Cozart's slowing down a little bit.
Who else?
That's it. They got nobody.
You said there's been some guy that's been playing really good.
The guy you mentioned earlier, the
Duvall?
yeah, he's been doing really well.
You got
for
him?
No, I don't. I wish I had him. That catcher you traded me, when every time they play him, he hits Barnhart.
I
and
keep
then they sit
telling
him.
you,
But then they sit him.
I think you
Who
ought to
are
have
the
him in there,
dummies
man.
running that? I've got him.
Price is horrible.
This guy had
Price is the worst manager in the game.
I got this Barnhart from you. I played him. He
I'm
plays
telling
the
you, the kid
Cardinals.
can play.
He plays the Cardinals. He gets 4 hits, including a home run. The next game, sitting out.
Yeah, that doesn't make
It
sense. That-
doesn't take
that-
a rocket
yeah.
scientist to know that when a guy gets 4 hits and a home run, you play him the
You
next
play him,
day.
and he does the same crap to Hamilton. Billy will have a great game, and then he'll sit him out.
Let's take a look at today, though. Your Reds played today, and they lost to the Braves.
And you know what sucks about
Votto's
that?
3 for 4, and you're ripping on him.
I'll still trade him. I can't stand the guy.
Well, you don't even have him anymore. You traded. Oh, you mean the Reds trade him?
Yeah.
Cozart, another error. Look at that. Well, I tell you what. For your sake, I hope you get to 60 wins. I don't see it happening.
60.
I don't see it happening.
Why don't we make the fans vote on that
All right,
too?
we're gonna do it.
Bring
All right.
that up.
Get
because
Owens.
I'm telling you right now, 60 is doable.
Stone, put it down. Will the Reds get to 60 wins this year?
Come on, Stone, right
Run that out
faster,
to
will
Owens
ya?
and have him do it right away.
Owens isn't here.
All right,
He's
so-
fixing appliances.
Yeah, we got appliances. So,
We got an appliance malfunction.
hey, you're heading to the College World Series this weekend, I hear.
Well, that's where I'm going, and I'm kind of cheering on the Carolina Coastal.
Now, is that because you're an underdog kind of guy?
That's me. That's a me. I'm cheering
That's a
on.
me.
I'm gonna be cheering on the underdog.
So,
There
is this
should
a
be-
business trip? Like, are you going there with hand and paper or paper and
Well,
pen?
with a radar gun too.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Are you?
They,
gonna,
they got me behind home plate.
I know. Are you going to be there, like jotting down prospects for next fantasy draft? Maybe drafting a few of these guys.
I think that's a great thing to bring
Well, I'd
up.
like- you know
I
what?
like to come up to them and ask them, "Are you willing to be on my team?"
You know what you ought to do?
Sit
which would
them
be
down
great?
and talk to
You know
them.
what'd be great? You should get one of those hats and a cigar and a radar gun and just go behind home plate and make
Yeah,
everybody
the guy
think.
from Los
I remember
Angeles
that.
Dodgers.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Wonder what the hell his name was.
Who knows? But he's iconic
He was a
for
cool
sure.
dude.
He was a cool dude.
Wore all white.
Wore all white. Was it every
All
game?
white. Yeah, wore.
And he didn't do it every pitch. He'd be talking to people and then he'd just turn around and go.
yeah,
like
he
this.
knew when the hell
Yeah.
that pitch was coming.
It was great. He knew what he was doing.
Well,
Well,
he was for he did a lot of Guerrero games, wasn't it?
he just. I mean,
He did all of them. Yeah.
He was good. He was good stuff. He was. You knew you were watching Dodger baseball when you turned on the
yeah.
TV and there's that guy behind home
And
plate.
I'm gonna miss Scully so much. He's one of
amazing.
the best announcers next to Jack Buck and
Harry Carey.
and I think Scully's right there. Dick Enberg.
Yeah.
God bless these guys, man. There's two of them are still doing it, and
Yeah.
they're beautiful. It brings back old days to me, man.
Sure,
When I hear
yeah.
Dick Enberg doing football games with what's his name? He's dead now. The real tall guy. He played for Merlin Olsen
Yep.
for the Rams. L.A. Rams.
Well,
What do you think about that? They're L.A. Rams again.
I don't want to talk about it.
No longer St. Louis.
Yeah, I
Jim.
don't want to talk about it. I don't have the nerve. I don't have the time nor the inkling to talk about this subject with a guy that lives right here in our town and loves the Dallas Cowboys. I don't have time for it.
Well, it's time for you to love the Dallas Cowboys
I'll
too,
never
Jim.
love them. Never love them.
I mean, you
My
need a
Pittsburgh-
team now, Jim.
In the 1970s, when I was an influenced little
Right.
kid,
Yeah.
okay, I loved the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Why? Why
And-
would anyone like the
and we
Pittsburgh
beat
Steelers?
your ass.
Because Jackie Smith dropped the ball.
Whatever.
He
I've had
dropped the
enough.
ball. Roger threw it right at his gut. He dropped the ball.
Turn
Pass
into the
the
Dallas
bear.
Cowboys Show with your host, John Kabenjian,
Oh, that's another
weekly
show
here at the
It's another
Lineup
show
Media
I'm going to
Group.
be doing, folks. If
All
you're a
right.
Cowboy fan, you got to check that out.
Man,
I'm going to
didn't-
be doing a Cowboy podcast show.
Had no idea we were going to dedicate this podcast to pumping up all your shows.
I
It's
did not
fantastic.
bring up my other shows. You brought that up.
No, because I just wanted to tell you, I was proud of you. I think it's great you're going home, and I'm excited for you because I know
Oh,
how
this is
excited
my
you are.
home. I love
You know what I
Armenia,
mean.
but
You know what I mean.
I
Your
know,
hair-
but
yeah, I understand.
Our promotions guy, they really got got cheesy with it.
That's not cheesy. It's important.
They said coming home after a decade being gone. They got me like on top of a goat or
They don't
or a
have you
donkey
like
riding through the Alps, getting home. I don't know.
Come on.
I can't wait to get
It's good
to
stuff.
Armenia, but I'm just saying to you folks right now that this is going to be a fun time for me.
When
too.
do you leave?
I leave July 6th.
Okay, folks, write it down. While the mice is away, the cat will play. We are going to have a good time on Bleacher Bums when I'm solo. I'm going to bring in a guest. I'm going to bring in a guest. I'm bringing in a guest.
This is my spot, though.
Well,
This is my spot.
I've got it.
You can ask all the fans out there. They want me.
Can I tell you who the guest? I'm not gonna lie to you. Can I tell you who my very first guest is gonna be?
You already thought about this?
Well, no, I had to. I received.
Oh, you weasel.
It's not a weasel. It's not a weasel.
Backdoor move you got going here.
No. So some people want to hear his side of the divorce.
Oh my God! You're
Seriously.
gonna have my enemy on.
He's not your enemy. He's as involved in this as you are, and people want to hear his side. That's all. So I reached out, and he's thinking about joining me for one episode.
Hill is my partner.
That's
in
right.
Fantasy.
And people are, some of the stuff we got, just to be honest, people were like,
For
okay,
God's sake,
I
don't
understand.
care.
But
You
what
got
happened?
money.
Why
I
did
don't
this
care.
guy quit? We're getting one side of the story. So I'm going to have him on, let him tell his side.
There's no side of the story. The guy's a complete douchebag. He couldn't train a lion to eat meat. That's how bad this guy is.
Well, we'll see when we get him in here.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our bet for this weekend. I've got
What is
Toronto. I got Toronto. You got Baltimore. Double or nothing on
But
lunch.
that's the one that you're looking forward to, right?
Right. Oh, you got. I gave
I
you
would
the
like.
hot one.
I
so
would
you
like.
got.
I would like to have my play here.
Oh, okay.
too.
I'm sorry.
I
Please,
would
by
like
all
to have my
means.
play.
What do you got?
I would like to say my thing is I'm still banking on my Reds taking on
boy.
the what's his name Houston here.
I'll take Houston. I'll take Houston.
Will you
Yeah.
give me 2-1 on that?
I'm not going to give you 2-1 on that.
All right.
That's another lunch.
I'm not sure about that one.
Oh, see,
I'm not sure about that one.
you better
Pull
be.
the plug on that one.
Let me assure you
Let
something.
me get another one.
Let me
here,
tell
will
you
ya?
something. As bad as they're playing right now, if you don't beat Houston 2 out of 3, you ain't getting a 60 wins. What is wrong with you?
All right, but that's not the one though.
All right.
You know what? I'll stick with that Toronto Baltimore
Okay.
game. That's the best
you like
one
Baltimore.
on the schedule.
All
yeah.
right, sounds good.
Wait. Time
Uh-oh.
out. What about this Kansas City Detroit series?
Well, I brought it up. If you feel strongly one way or the other, I love Kansas City. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah,
Kansas City too.
we both like
All right, so I'm going with Baltimore.
And I've got Toronto.
Okay.
Ink it. Stone. Witness.
And folks, if you're out there, Jimbo brought it up before, but I'll tell you again. If you scroll down our page and you see Amazon on your right-hand side, click on there. You can buy one baseball, and it helps the cause.
Come on,
here.
give him your Bernie plug. Come on, you want to do it.
Only $26. That's all we were asking for, $26. That's below what main corporate wants from you. We want 20. No, you know what? You can buy whatever you want. We'll just get a little love back.
What I want is for you to subscribe to the show.
Subscribe to the show.
iTunes,
And
Google Play, Stitcher,
If you're
Podbean.
a Hooters girl that's denied fantasy sports all the time,
Sign up to be Jono's partner on the
sign up
Diaspora.
and be my partner. I will be your partner in baseball. We will have nights where we'll sit down with our notepad in the living room. I'll tell my wife to go get us pizza.
Glass of wine.
Glass of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see how it's going. All right, that'll do it for our edition of the Bleacher Bums. For the
Let's
upcoming
go,
weekend.
Baltimore Orioles.
Let's go, Toronto. Let's go.
Yeah. All right. We'll see what
I
happens.
didn't do so. I didn't
No,
go over so
that
hot.
was like two.
We'll see you next week. No, seriously. Everybody have a safe weekend from the Bleacher Bums. We'll see you at the game.
Pass the beer. Beer here. I think we ought to have that beer here.
Well, we need a soundboard.
Yeah,
We need some stuff, and we need Brian to get engaged in the show a little bit, and when he hears something, hit some things,
just taking over.
or us have our own right in front of him. Well, if you show me how to have a board on my computer, I'm golden.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. I'm done with all these.
Not for nothing, but you're probably like the most qualified person for that kind of a job as far as like being a host and stuff goes.
What's that?
I say you're probably like the most qualified person to. Yes, sir.